Good evening and welcome. Tonight I will be reading to you this book about pride. Since it is June, it is Pride Month. I always do a pride video. Because if you didn't know, I'm part of the LGBTQIA plus community. And I feel like it's a very underrepresented aspect of history that I always want to bring to light every June. So this is a cute little book I'm going to read to you. It's by Eric Huang, illustrated by Amy Phillips, and it is an ebook, as you can tell. It's on my tablet, so sorry for the very weird angle here. It's very awkward. But after the cute little story about these little friends here, we're going to read about the history of pride and why we celebrate it. So let's get into it. Pride. Happy Pride Month. My name is Brian. These are my dads. They are taking me to a parade this weekend. The Pride Parade. It's a fun-filled day with music, dancing, and colorful floats in celebration of LGBTQIA plus people. Everyone's welcome. My best friends David, Nicola, and Charlie are coming too. Our families will celebrate together, but first we need to decide what to wear. At school, we're learning about how Pride Month started. Our teacher, Ms. McLeod, describes a historic protest called the Stonewall Uprising. Comes a loud car. Go away, loud car. Go away, loud car. Go, go, go. Keep moving, go, go, go. Zoom, 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 zoom. Loud car, loud car, loud car. Loud car. Why is it so hard to say fast? Okay, there it goes. We're learning about the Stonewall Uprising. We learned that it happened at the Stonewall Inn in New York City. There were lots of speeches and marches for weeks afterward. Nicola asks Mrs. McLeod about the signs people carried in the march. She's got rainbow earrings. Amazing. They're all homemade messages in support of equality, Ms. McLeod says. We spend the rest of the lesson making our own signs to take to the Pride Parade this weekend. Ms. McLeod makes sure we learn about LGBTQIA plus rights throughout the year. Last month it was LGBTQ plus History Month. I learned about Freddie Mercury and Alexander the Great, the two, and Josephine Baker, and Gus Kenworthy. Anyway, just name a gay. It's either Freddie or Alexander the Great. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. We learned about the lives of many brave people who fought for equality and people who are still standing up against unfair treatment today. There are so many famous queer people, from artists to athletes, singers to scientists, and even kings and queens. I was happy to learn that there have always been amazing people, just like my dad's. During Pride Month, there are lots of fun events. At lunchtime, Charlie and David tell us about a pride event they attended last weekend. It was a pride trail at the museum. David and Charlie were given checklists with 10 pride-related things to look for. They got stickers for each one they found. When they had spotted all 10, they traded in the checklist for a cookie at the museum cafe. They learned how clownfish can become transgender. Apparently. Afterward, David and Charlie made paintings inspired by the work of a queer artist. There are so many fun things to do during Pride Month. Nicola tells us about the Pride crafting day her parents took her to at the weekend. They made bracelets, or jewelry, I guess. Bracelets. We made pride bracelets. Perfect, Nicola says. She shows us the colorful bracelet on her arm, then reaches into her backpack. I made these for you. Nicola gives each of us our very own pride bracelet. We decide to wear them at the Pride Parade. After school, we go to Charlie and David's house. Their parents show us pictures from past Pride parades. We're hoping to get ideas for what to wear. They wore a lot of very skinny jeans, but I still don't know what I want to wear. After some snacks, we walk to the library. A drag queen story hour is starting soon. Miss Paige Turner reads a book about a rainbow unicorn named Giggles Glitterhorn. Charlie and David decide they're both going to be rainbow unicorns for the Pride Parade. After school the next day, Nicola's mom and dad drive us into town. We're helping make a pride float for an LGBTQIA plus charity. It's going to be a giant flower surrounded by butterflies. We cut out pink, light blue, and white butterflies to decorate the float. Nicola's mom tells us these colors represent the transgender community. Nicola decides she's going to attend the parade wearing butterfly wings, dressed in pink, light blue, and white. When I get home from making the float, I'm a little sad. My dad's asked me what's wrong. I don't know what I want to wear to the Pride Parade, I tell them. It doesn't matter what you wear, Brian, they reply. What's important is that you're at the parade to show your support and have fun. Oops, I don't want to zoom in. Not yet, anyway. Okay, good. My dad's helped me try on my dad's helped me try on a few different outfits. None of them are quite right. This one's okay. He's not happy with the big wig or the roller skates and boa. This one's a disaster. He's like, heck no. But Dad thinks it's funny. I can't concentrate at school on Friday. I still haven't figured out what to wear to the Pride Parade. Be a rainbow unicorn and join our herd, Charlie suggests. Fly with me as a butterfly, Nicola says. David thinks I should be a sparkly cowboy. After school, I sit with my dads at the kitchen table. We're making pride flags together to take to the parade. I use glitter to make my rainbow flag really shiny. My dads use a lot of different colors for their flags. That night, my dads and I host a pizza party. Everyone has a lot of fun. We're one big happy family, Uncle Bruno says. I remind Uncle Bruno that I'm not related to any of the guests except for him. You don't have to be related to be family, Uncle Bruno explains. We're a chosen family, like different colors, coming together to make a rainbow. That gives me an idea. When the guests leave, I gather all my art supplies and get to work. The Pride Parade is today. I'm so excited. Nicola, Charlie, and David come over for lunch with their parents. Everyone shows off their outfits. Nicola's dad baked a rainbow pride cake. We each have a slice and dance around the kitchen. Is that your Pride Parade outfit? Nicola asks. I'm wearing a t-shirt I made last night. I like the colors, Charlie says. David asks, but what does it mean? You'll see, I tell them. After a few minutes, my dads join us in the kitchen. They've changed into the pride t-shirts I made for them. When we stand together, we're a rainbow. Sparkly rainbow too, I love it. My dads have a surprise for me too. It's a colorful hat. They tell me how the colors and shapes represent different members of our queer family. Now we're all ready to join the parade. There are lots of people in town. Some even have brought their pets. Charlie, David, Nicola, and I count them all. Look at that wiener dog wearing a rainbow hoodie. Cute. That was Haruka and Michiru right there. The whole town is decorated for the parade. Our local bookshop has a display of LGBTQIA plus books in the window. A rainbow flag waves from a flagpole at the library. The donut shop even has special rainbow donuts. Yum. We join the parade riding on our butterfly float. Firefighters march behind us. There. In front, a group of motorcyclists lead the way. We dance on the float and wave at all the people who have come to cheer. One of the firefighters gives his hat to Nicola. At the end of the parade, there's a big concert and lots of food. My dads love the singers performing. We all dance and sing. I have the best time with my chosen family. I smile whenever I think about Pride Month. Our town looks so cool, covered in rainbows. Even though Pride Month is over, there are queer events almost every week. Anyone can celebrate Pride throughout the year. I'm already looking forward to next year's Pride Parade, but there's something else on my mind too. What am I going to wear? All right, let's start with the Stonewall Uprising. Pride Month is a celebration of LGBTQIA plus people, culture, and history. It's also a commemoration of a historic protest called the Stonewall Uprising. The protest was held on June 28, 1969, at the Stonewall Inn in New York City. Afterward, there were weeks of demonstrations to demand equality for queer people. Many people were involved in the Stonewall Uprising. 3 key activists were Marsha P. Johnson, you can see her right here, Sylvia Rivera, and Stormy DeLarverie. All 3 fought for equality throughout their lives and had a significant impact on LGBTQIA plus history and culture. Many speeches and marches took place at Christopher Park, which is just across the street from the inn. Together, this park and the inn became the Stonewall National Monument in 2016. This is United States, June 28th. Stonewall Inn nightclub raid. Crowd attempts to stop police arrests outside the Stonewall Inn on Christopher Street in Greenwich Village. And here Marsha's saying, today Pride is a month-long celebration, but it began as a protest for equal rights. There's Sylvia Rivera and Stormy DeLarverie. The fight for equality. The Stonewall Uprising wasn't the first LGBTQIA protest, but it's the most famous one. Here are some early protests in the United States that paved the way for Stonewall and future demonstrations around the world. There was the Cooper Donuts riot in Los Angeles in 1958, the Black Night Brawl in Milwaukee in 1961, the Dewey's Sit-In in Philadelphia in 1965, the Julius Tavern Sip-In in New York City in 1966, the Compton's Cafeteria Riot in San Francisco, 1966, and the Black Cat Tavern protests in Los Angeles from 1966 to 67. It was on New Year's Eve, so 2 years. That's the Gay Liberation Monument created by George Segal. LGBTQIA+. LGBTQIA+ stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer questioning, intersex, and asexual, aromantic, agender. Some says the A also stands for ally. The plus is included to represent all the other sexualities and gender identities which aren't included in these letters. The first Pride Month. In 1970, a year after the Stonewall Uprising, Pride marches were held in New York City, Los Angeles, and Chicago on June 28th to remember the event. This was the first Pride Month. The effects of the Stonewall Uprising weren't only felt in the United States. The first ever Pride March in the UK was also inspired by this historic protest. The march was held on July 1st, 1972, on the Saturday closest to the anniversary of the uprising. Since then, Pride parades and Pride Month events have been organized all over the world. Many happen in June, but celebrations occur somewhere in the world every month in the year. Let's see, this is very small writing. In January, we have the Whistler Gay Ski Week in Canada and the Melbourne Festival in Australia. February, there's Auckland Pride in New Zealand and Mumbai Pride in India. In March, there's European Snow Pride in France and Sydney Mardi Gras in Australia. In April, there's Tokyo Rainbow Pride in Japan and Phuket Gay Pride in Thailand. In May, there's the Cyprus Pride Festival in Cyprus and the Sao Paulo Trans Plus Pride in Brazil. In June, there's the Pride Puerto Rico in Puerto Rico. and Baltic Pride in Estonia. It's upside down now. In July, there's Manuel Antonio Pride in Costa Rica, and the London Trans Plus Pride in the UK. In August, there's Amsterdam Pride in the Netherlands, and Excelsior Mykonos in Greece. In September, there's Pride Belgrade in Serbia, and there's Benidorm Pride in Spain. It's hard to read upside down. In October, really hard to read upside down, Johannesburg Pride in South Africa, and West Hollywood Halloween Carnival in California, USA. In November, there's Hong Kong Pride in Hong Kong and Buenos Aires Pride in Argentina. In December, there's Pink Christmas in Germany and Holly Folly in Massachusetts, USA. Pride Month events around the globe include diverse traditions and customs. Many people celebrating Pride in Texas wear cowboy hats. Some who march in the Rainbow Pride Parade in Tokyo dress up in traditional Japanese kimonos. And the Pride festivals in Mexico feature indigenous music and dance. LGBTQ+ History Month. While many events fill the days of Pride Month, there's a separate month dedicated to LGBTQIA+ history. The first LGBTQ+ History Month was in October 1994. It was started by a high school history teacher in Missouri named Rodney Wilson. Wilson was inspired by two events in October to transform the entire month into an LGBTQIA+ celebration. October 11th is National Coming Out Day. This is a day that raises awareness of LGBTQIA+ experiences. It's also an international celebration that urges everyone to embrace their identity and the diversity of the queer community. On October 14th is the anniversary of the National March on Washington for lesbian and gay rights. On this day in 1979, about 100,000 people marched in the U.S. Capitol to demand laws to protect the rights of LGBTQIA+ people. And here's a teacher saying visit your local library to find out about the LGBTQ+ History Month events in your neighborhood. In the UK, LGBT+ History Month is February. It was founded by education charity Schools Out and was first celebrated in 2005. February was chosen to mark the anniversary of a discriminatory law called Section 28, finally being overturned in 2003. Later, a law called the Equality Act was brought in to protect people from discrimination based on their sexual orientation, religion, gender, or age. Schools, libraries, museums, and more all hold LGBT+ History Month events throughout the month to highlight important events and people in the ongoing fight for equality. There's LGBTQIA+ history around the world. Hungary has held LGBTQ+ History Month celebrations since 2013. Events range from exhibitions about queer athletes to film screenings. In Germany, Queer History Month is celebrated in May in the city of Berlin. The city's many museums run themed tours during the month to tell the stories of the queer artists, musicians, writers, and others who have called the city home. The annual LGBTQ+ Cuba History Month is also in May and features a big pride parade. Cuba is the first Latin American country to hold a month dedicated to queer history. Tomorrow's video is going to be about Cuba. Be sure to subscribe to learn more about Cuba. And so you can actually see my pride meals. You can't see them right now. Australia celebrates Australian LGBTQ+ History Month in October with National Coming Out Day on the 11th. At the center of the festivities. The first celebration was held in 2016. The Pride Flag. The Rainbow Pride Flag was designed in 1978 by an artist named Gilbert Baker. He and 30 volunteers created two flags. They flew above the San Francisco Civic Center on July 25, 1978, the date of San Francisco's Pride celebration and parade. The first pride flag had 8 colors: Modern design is simpler with 6 colors forming a rainbow, and each color has a meaning. Red means life, orange means healing, yellow means sunlight, green means nature, blue means serenity, and purple means spirit. And together the colors represent diversity. The rainbow flag pattern is used in many different ways. You can see it on crosswalks, on the sides of buses, on cups, cupcakes, t-shirts, and even on hoodies for pets. Here's the intersex inclusive flag. This flag is one of the most recent and most inclusive pride flags. It was designed by Valentino Vecchietti in 2021 and celebrates the diversity of the LGBTQIA+ community. The purple circle on a yellow background represents intersex people. The white, pink, and blue stripes are from the transgender pride flag. The brown and black stripes reference the Philadelphia pride flag created in 2017 to recognize queer people of color. It says the intersex inclusive flag, also known as the Progress Pride flag, represents everyone in the queer community. The different flags here and on their shirts too. And you can make a pride flag doing the little craft and make some rainbow pride cookies, which it just looks like sugar cookies with sprinkles on top, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's still very yummy, just kind of boring. And there's a quiz here. How much do you know about pride? Take this quiz to find out. Number 1, when was the first Pride Month in the United States? Says Family Say Pride. Number 2, what city did the Stonewall Uprising take place in? Number 3, what does the color green in the rainbow pride flag stand for? Number 4, when is National Coming Out Day celebrated? Number 5, what is the name of the park across the street from the Stonewall Inn? And number 6, which organization founded LGBT+ History Month in the UK? Is there more? Oh yeah, there is more. Number 7, which of these colors isn't in the intersex inclusive pride flag? Pink, gold, orange, or blue? It's proud, queer, and fabulous. Marching for pride. Number 8, what did Nicola dress up as for the Pride Parade? Do you remember? Number 9, what type of family includes people who aren't related to you? Just like I have. And number 10, who designed the original Rainbow Pride flag? How do you think you did? Let's find out. Okay. Question 1, when was the first Pride Month in the United States? It was 1970. What city did the Stonewall Uprising take place in? New York City. Happy Pride. Number 3, what does the color green in the Rainbow Pride flag stand for? It stands for nature. Number 4, when is National Coming Out Day celebrated? It is on October 11th. Number 5, what is the name of the park across the street from the Stonewall Inn? It is Christopher Park. Number 6, which organization founded LGBT+ History Month in the UK? It was Schools Out. Number 7, which of these colors isn't in the intersex inclusive pride flag? There's kind of a cheat right here because it's right here. But the answer is gold. This is yellow, not gold. What did Nicola dress up as for the Pride Parade? She was a butterfly, a trans-colored butterfly, or I guess trans-supported butterfly. What type of family includes people who aren't related to you? It's a chosen family. And who designed the original Rainbow Pride flag? It was Gilbert Baker. That is the end of our book tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And happy Pride to all of my queer viewers and all of my affirming, supporting viewers who don't identify as queer. That's totally fine. I hope you found this video to be relaxing and educational. I hope you learned something. I did learn about all these holidays. I didn't know about a lot of these. And I hope that you have a good